started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And, whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Dancing to his left. He is going to find Hill here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. A little glimpse of his athleticism there, what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game.
Huh? He can hear me. Be safe, you can hear me or not.
Can I hear this?
No, you can't hear him. He's testing.
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Stop. I love you.
No, but I'm not testing him. Why would I test him for?
Emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Dad!
Memo!
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they...
And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
They're always up for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check right. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson.
I go pick already.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard.
Oh, he can hear him.
Thinking right now, I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
You can't screen stop in Madden.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jared Reed able to get him for a loss of about 3. Mahomes going to throw. And an alley to run. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
You are so good. Who is you? Just tell me who you without.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 33 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You stupid, bro. You stupid, bro.
Cut. You ready? Got it. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check. Crunch. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 50. I'll go special. Check 26. Check 12 left.
I'll play with Madden.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That's caught inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 19.
53, Mike. Look.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And he fires one incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And it's second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Got to do better. Come on, bring out. 36 power.
Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. From 19 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Being chased out left. It's Hill, complete. A gain there of 21 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Sliding out of the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection has not been there this afternoon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at their own.
Quit, bro. I need some comp. Might ask Annie, can I get some ice cream? And when she can I get some, don't try to get none either. Huh? Quit, bro. I'm too good for you anyway. Oh, he can hear you? Oh, yeah. I'm about to see.
Yard line.
I caught another kid in it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaw Breeland. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Flushed out right. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Called that a very strong gain of 24. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson escaping the pressure right to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught by Hollister. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Spins past it. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Watkins, the intended receiver.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in the game, your chances to win.
And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
Let's go.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking
that his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, yeah, heck, maybe you throw one up 50-plus yards, see what happens.
Don't forget that taking the knee is the right play to make because you just get out of there, you regroup, you start over. But if you're going to take the shot, you do have a chance of either making the play happen or picking up a deep pass interference call. And remember, it's the NFL. You get yardage. It's not just a 15-yard play. You could have something big here. Let's see if they take the shot.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. I got you. I got you.
Now Wilson on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Mason!
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, Wilson. Got a man, it's Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. To throw again is Wilson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that. And that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney and the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Buying time to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st down, Wilson. He's got the hook up to Jerron Brown. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson forced out, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs make over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned him 6 points up. Under pressure, they got him again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. On first down, Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, 15, 15, 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford
Get him up, right? Quit. I dare you. Like, you lost him. Oh, you want to start it back.
make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They call it no gain there on the first down play. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Going left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing is Wilson. Dancing to his left. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune?
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat around a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And now here is another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Got it.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Steps away. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down again. So the victory.